Viviana Zanetti from the Phillipstown Community Centre Charitable Trust. Hello again so soon.
Kia ora. I'm here today with Marie Byrne, who is a member of, of the Trust. The Trust submitted on a number of topics, but apologies, we forgot to submit our concerns about the cut to the Strengthening Community Fund. So I would like to join our voice to the one we heard, James.
That's fine. There's plenty have been making the same point. So thank you. We'll note that as an additional point from you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we submitted on different topics, but I will focus just on some of them. First of all, community facilities. The Trust supports the proposal of keeping investing on existing and new facilities, but we also ask the Council to commit to support non-Council owned facilities. In this regard, given the temporary tenure of our lease agreement and the uncertainty associated with this, we ask the Council to actively be involved and work in partnership with the Trust in developing a business plan for a replacement upgraded facility permanent hub in Phillipstown. The Community Facility Network Plan stated clearly that there is no geographical gaps in the network of the community facilities in town, but this conclusion is based on the current provision of services from the hub. The feasibility study that the Trust commissioned in 2020 shows that the Phillipstown hub is the only facility providing community spaces and services in the Phillipstown-Charleston area, and there is no duplication of services. If the hub disappeared tomorrow, the gap that will leave will be huge. And given the number of groups and organizations using weekly the hub, and this is our weekly schedule, and it's not even completed. So yeah, the loss of the hub will be huge in that area. Parks. As close neighbours, the Trust strongly supports the current Lancaster Park redevelopment plan and the funding allocated in the long-term plan. However, the Trust is concerned for the time frame outlined in the plan, as the most of the budget is allocated in the years 2024-2027, and we do not really support this.
Kia ora. I'm here in my capacity as a private citizen and resident of Phillipstown, and with the volunteer work of one of the parts of volunteer work that I do in the local community as a Trust board member of the Phillipstown Community Centre Charitable Trust. And one of our Trust's objectives is to improve the welfare and the well-being of the people of our local communities. So the facility, the hub facility, is really important to that. There's no other bumping place in our community. But also what I'm going to be talking about is a concern as a resident for the cut and deferment to the Ferry Road Master Plan, and particularly the Aldwins to Fitzgerald Ave part of that plan. I drove down Ferry Road last night and the other parts looked good, looked really exciting between Barbados and Fitzgerald. Lovely planter boxes and nicely colourful painted roadway, and then over Fitzgerald Ave with the cycleway there, it looked really neat. Further down Woolston, getting quite excited about the work that will be done there and what it looks like. However, when we look at between Aldwins Road and Wilson's Road, it's a totally different story. If any of you drive down Ferry Road, you will see that cars and pedestrians share the footpath. The footpath is not coping, the curbing and channelling is not coping with that sharing. It's breaking away, it's all over the place, and when it rains, the water pools. For several months, I had limited mobility and had to try and get around the neighbourhood with mobility aids, and it was nearly impossible. And it wasn't just down Ferry Road, but it's the whole part of Phillipstown where the roading, the footpaths are really at a horrible state. This is an area that has high social deprivation, either 9 or 10. And it's really hard to increase, from the Trust's point of view, involvement and empowerment in the local community of our local residents when we've got a neighbourhood that we're actually not terribly proud to live in. I actually love living in Phillipstown, and it's quite disappointing in a way that have to battle to get around the streets of Phillipstown. So that's my end.
It's just perfect timing to take us through to the conclusion. But thank you for, for coming together so that we've got a resident's perspective as well as the community hub. I was there very recently, and it's just such an excellent facility. It's I hope that we can work together, as you suggest, on getting a secure tenure would be the ideal outcome, because it's such an amazing location. So thank you very much for coming along. Thank you. Adrian, Georgine.